It's like we're trying to get up to each other. You
Barkles.
It's really crazy.
I can get behind this. I can get behind this. We've got croquet.
So I flew a game across the country just to bring you.
I appreciate that, sir.
That's where we're at here.
You know, every backyard party has to measure up to that one where we were rained out on the charity tournament.
That was
Hot mic. Hot mic.
Does this one work?
It's hot.
Hello?
Hot.
Test now? I don't know.
Chris Marshall in the house.
Yeah, I don't want it to be over there because I'm like talking away from everybody.
This week is sponsored by Cork Barrel with 2 locations, 2000 West 23rd Street. Can you hear me? Okay.
Can I lower this bad boy?
I feel like we should.
I think we're good for right now.
Probably should. Just whatever.
This week is sponsored by Cork and Barrel. Easy to reach locations.
Are they floating or down?
I smell like farts.
Sink.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, good to see you.
Megan, you look gorgeous. You realize this isn't video casted, right?
Yes.
Boy. Is that for real?
You know how they say people have a face for radio? You have a face too good for radio.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
I got it set up.
Maybe, I don't know. We are live right now.
Are we?
On the Mixler,
We've
at
been
least.
talking about bowel movements.
Oh, good.
Everybody knows about
Just
it.
wait till we get to the Urban Dictionary thing.
Yeah. Come on, Coog.
Sorry.
Get your shit together, man.
You got me drunk, okay? Leave me alone.
When you say
Yeah,
get your shit
I
together, is that another bowel movement comment?
All of you got me drunk.
Oh, you looked a little sweaty.
I wouldn't say all three of us.
Yeah, all three of you are part of
We're
this.
bad
take the blame.
influence.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it is. Let me know you're ready.
Yeah. So,
This week is sponsored by Cork and Barrel.
this week is sponsored by Cork and Barrel.
This Coogee is sponsored by Jameson.
I hate you, Benjamin.
And
Fireball. That was
also,
terrible.
also a
Fuck you,
Palmer.
Costco.
He's Palmer. Yes.
He's
Cougar is at least 2 drinks in right now.
He's a sasshole.
Yeah, he
am a
is.
sasshole.
He is
You're
a
all bad as well.
sassy drunk.
Not Chris. Has nothing to do with this.
All right, here we go.
I'm staying out of this for now.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Where's
You
it
ready now?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, sure.
Is the speaker on the other side?
Yeah, now it is. Leave me alone. You're all bad influence.
Oh, this is great.
This is terrible.
Hey, what's going on, KBKL? It is time for the podcast, Week 3 review, Week 4 preview. How's it going, everybody? Woo! As always, we are here at the Jazz House, 926 and a half Massachusetts. Come on down, it's great. It's a grand old time. I'm your host, CJ Cobra Kai, here as always with Ben Hutnick.
It's going to get dirty today. I can feel it.
Oh, yeah. Jason Cougar Huang.
My head feels so much lighter thanks to you, Ben, and Megan. No, it's so Katie.
Yeah.
It's so big.
It's so big. This is a
Tonight's
podcast.
special guests, Megan Harmon, a.k.a. Lady Harmon,
Hello, hello.
and came in from Idaho just for this podcast, Chris Marshall.
Talk about meat and potatoes.
Gus Johnson. The old Gus Johnson from the Cougar After Dark podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
This week, this podcast is sponsored by Cork and Barrel, 2 easy-to-reach locations, 2000 West 23rd Street, basically 23rd in Iowa, 901 Mississippi, corkbarrel.com. Follow them on Twitter and Instagram, too, at Cork Barrel. Cork and Barrel has a KVKL special every Sunday, and it's posted on the Facebook page, and they have great cans. That they do. Wine, beer, and mixed drinks available in cans, that is. Be on the lookout for upcoming weekly KVKL drink specials exclusively at Cork and Barrel. This week's special is $1 off 6 packs of Boulevard cans. Also, $2 off 12 packs of Boulevard cans. So that sounds like a hell of a deal, people. Woo! Take advantage of it.
Any Boulevard.
Any Boulevard that comes in cans. Woo! I had to take a drink of beer, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
CJ's pausing to take a drink.
Yeah. You guys are killing me here. All right. So, this week's Game of the Week cleanup/scoreboard: the Flying Hellfish, Harpies, Ghosts, and Red Lion, Ben.
Yeah.
All right.
Ghosts and Hellfish are fighting on the scoreboard.
Ghosts and Hellfish are going to fight to the
I was
death.
selling that scoreboard.
I can do it by coin toss.
I smell an arm wrestling competition here.
Steel cage
between
death match.
Katie
Let's
and
do
Derek.
it. Steel cage death match.
Leg wrestling.
Steel cage
Right.
death match.
2 teams enter, 1 team leaves.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
And
we
so
do
they also, we are looking for volunteers for merch. So if you would want to do that, get a hold of a board member. So, that being said, should we talk about some games?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
All right. YSC 1, 5 p.m. Grandstand Glass Kickers 8. Screamers, holy shit, 42.
So this is the first one is scored 40. Congratulations, Screamers.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job last week. I didn't think it was going to happen.
She's not on the team.
Oh, never mind. My bad. I'll get I'm drunk, okay? Leave me
Kristen
alone.
coming on down.
Talk about your game.
Cougar 40
That win
ever?
was vicious.
Or just this
Yeah,
season?
can we just adjust, like,
Interject.
yeah.
we go.
Let's say wind fucked everybody.
Wind was awful. Like
Yeah.
It was awful. Well, yeah, I mean, even the teams that won, it was terrible.
It was. I mean, it was like my defense is normally a lot better than my offense, and our offense was great this week. It was wonderful. We were kicking wonderfully, not kicking each other out. But defense, it was just like they would back up so they didn't get burned, and then the wind would catch it, and it would stop like 2 feet in front of them. And it was just like, it was so hard to predict. And then they would come in a little bit, and the exact same kicker, it would catch the wind, and we had a home run against us. Like, it was just so hard to predict where it was going. And then the other 2 fields, the wind was making them all go foul. So ours were, I know that happened in the Ghost game too. It was just like totally messing the defense up. The outfield was just very unpredictable. But Screamers kicked great. Screamers they found every
Clearly,
goal.
they kicked great.
Yeah, they did. They were, yes.
42 great.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous, but
Almost dickishly great.
so it did not feel that way in the game. Like, we're like, okay, we've kind of come to the lineup, it's fine. And then we're like, I looked at the score sheets today, and I was like, oh
shit,
like,
they scored 42.
It was like, it did not feel like that out playing in the game. In the game, we're like, oh, they're probably about 30. And you're like, oh, 42.
Yeah, this felt close based on the scores of the previous games. But yeah, not so much.
Yeah, but we played hella great. I mean, for where we were last year and where we're coming up, it's getting better. So
Go ahead, Chelsea's freshman.
Chelsea.
Yes.
I was there.
I did not play, you're correct, but I was there. And I just wanted to say that our guy Reggie had an amazing kick that was actually a ground rule triple
Okay.
because it bounced over the fence at about 200 feet. So
Holy.
All right.
Very nice.
All right.
Hey Chelsea, stick around. I'm going to buy you a drink later for winning the weekly commemorative Channel 6 Dickish Team of the Week award.
works for me.
All right. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Kristen.
See what happens if you show up for the podcast? Ben buys you drinks.
That's right.
YSC 1, 7 p.m. I'm going to fly Johnny's Johnny's Tavern 15. Free State Growlers 18. Free State apparently played with 6 men and 5 women, had 4 home runs, and it was windy AF.
You know, this game was really back and forth. I was actually surprised how close it was.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't really know if Free State was playing with 4 women in the field because they were down so many people or if that was a conscious decision. But it was pretty neck and neck, and Seth went up towards the end of the game, and I think I was in the stands, and I yelled, "Go big or go home," and he kicked a grand slam. So I'm going to say that that Free State won because of me.
It was because of you.
I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I think Free State won because of me.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
All right.
They should give you a royalty, Megan.
They should.
Oh, yeah.
But no, Johnny's did great. Even when they were down 5, they kept sticking in there. I think if they work on their girls, on their offense, the girls know what they need to do, but they just need to practice it a little bit more. Once it clicks, they're golden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what didn't help not being there? Timothy Fredrickson, New Zealand. Slacker. Be safe out there, buddy.
What about Cody?
He's not there, too?
I think he's there too.
If we assumed Tim would have scored 3 runs, this could have been a tie.
Yeah.
Nah,
But he wasn't there, so hey, you know
Yeah.
what. YSC 2, 5 p.m. Poshwash 8. Where's my pitches? 6. Apparently, Frank bunted in a home run, and Katie suffered an injury in the first inning.
Sorry, Katie.
I wouldn't even know.
Was that a
so
suicide
hopefully-
squeeze, Aaron?
What's that?
Was that a suicide squeeze?
Oh, he scored a home run too?
Squeezed in a
Did you?
run.
Wow. Aaron, did you call it? You called it. The suicide squeeze.
Oh, no, we didn't know he was going to do it.
Oh, okay.
He's normally our kicker. He's the one who kicked in like 8 home runs last week, and this week he squeezed in a bunch.
So it's
of
the
home
only
runs,
surprise.
so-
There's no way he kicked in 8 home runs.
Sneaky bastard.
That is
Last
sneaky.
week. Last week. Yeah.
No, not even 8 home runs. That is impossible.
No, he kicked in 8 runs.
Okay,
8 runs total.
I heard home runs.
I did say home runs. That's what I thought. So he's got tricks up all of his sleeves.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I was Frank's former teammate. He never bunts. That was sneaky.
This game, from the field over, this game seemed pretty close most of the way, and the scorecard verifies. And I think, if I remember right, Where's My Pitches was going to tie it on a deep kick to right field, I think, and it was just foul. And then they were going to either tie or be within a run late, but they had whoever was running from third base forgot to tag up, had to go back, and they didn't get out, but the next batter got out too, so that kind of killed the momentum.
Also, who had the over in the Where's My Pitches people? Because I would say it was 9.5, and they had 10 people playing. So
Yeah, I don't know what happened this week, but Where's My Pitches and Lost Mats both had 10 people.
oh wow.
Wait, Cougar, you lost?
Yeah, we could have got
Speaking of Los Matadores,
10 to 1 odds on that.
Can we get another
YSC 2,
Oh, no more
7
shots.
p.m. Los Matadores 10, Channel 6, 8.
I'm shocked.
Upset.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Although, it's interesting because we don't know everything, but apparently we know something, because almost everybody up here said that Lost Mats was probably one of the most underrated 0-2s,
Yes.
and also said Channel 6 was one of the most overrated 2-0s.
Shaky is so
Yeah,
And so
2-0s,
it should have
yeah.
been on an upset alert, and it came to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, Los Matadores played with actually 10 people.
Yep.
Or they had, was it 10 people? Okay, and then Channel 6, like, they were missing, I know they were missing Isaac.
Yep, no
Cheyenne
Cheyenne.
wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah,
She's
so,
too busy hunting.
She's still hunting?
Yeah.
She better be home with
You know what
cougars.
Channel 6 needs to do? They need to, buy a turkey, set it on the field, and call her in. Seriously.
like a butterball
If
turkey?
that gets her on the field, so be it. Do it, because they need her.
Why should
It's just
They
like
do.
taking shots
Okay.
at the turkey between innings.
She could probably do
wild
it
turkey.
while
That's a
she's
wild
playing
turkey
catcher.
with the turkey. All right.
As long as not cougar, we're good. So,
Yeah.
Please.
All right, yeah, that's good win for Los Mat.
Yeah, really
well,
good.
it's great win.
It kind of
Great
throws the middle of that division into chaos a
Yeah,
little bit.
definitely.
'Cause now we got Jazz House, Lost Mats, and Channel 6 all
Yeah.
kind of
Remember they lost
Yeah.
Blue Balls earlier for game 1.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Los Mats did, yeah.
So, okay, YSC 3, 5 p.m. Red Lion 20, Liberty Hall late fees 7. Ben.
How's your lineup?
Did you still win?
I think we checked it like 4 times. And on top of that, we asked Riley to set the lineup to begin with, and pretty confident that she was going to do it right. So, yeah, I feel good that this is going to stick.
Also, Chris was out of town, so that helped too.
Chris was in exile for at least a week. But yeah, no, Liberty Hall is really fun to play, as always. I think Robin mentioned before the game that she hadn't slept in 24 hours, so she didn't pitch the whole time, which is disappointing because she's the pitcher with some of the most flourish in the league, I think.
Oh, sure.
But no, it was the wind fucked with us too. I was playing right, and there wasn't a single ball kick past the grass line all day.
Jesus.
So the wind was blowing in.
Yeah, and one of the players on their team, well, it was blowing to left, basically from right to left, and one of the players on their team kicked it to left center, and it floated over the fence but foul on the left side, and I think that would have been like a 2-3 run homer. So this could have been a little closer than it was.
That's crazy.
Cool.
Hey, while we're here,
Wait,
Mick
Yeah.
is on late fees.
yes, he
He
is.
played against,
Yes.
and he is looking for his dog right now. We need to
Mick
give
is
a little
looking
bit
for
of
his
shout
dog?
out.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Mick and
that.
Robin.
Wasn't it
Bert
Bert?
is missing. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Last time, I think, spotted around Deerfield.
Last spot was Grand Vista and Monterey.
Grand Vista and Monterey. So if anybody sees an English Mastiff with merle coloring, don't approach it, but just try and
Don't
tempt it
yell
with
his name,
some
right?
treats and give Robin a call. They're looking for Bert.
Okay.
Yeah.
I spotted on the 95 and
Yeah.
a white Ford Bronco being driven by a cow.
You know who I am, goddamn it. All right. YSC 3, 7 p.m. Red Legs 5. God damn it, they gotta stop doing this, the Red Lion and Red Legs on the same goddamn field.
It's not the same field, it's just like, well, I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, it was the same
It
field.
was the same.
The Red Legs 5,
Yeah.
KTC 11. Chris Marshall's former team, KTC.
You got something to do with it, right?
Obviously, he did not see this game.
Exactly.
I said a few prayers from a ways away, and
It worked. Chris, I think you should extrapolate for a couple minutes about what happened.
well, it was a real back and forth match. I think the Red Legs had the upper leg for a while. I originally thought, or Nick Adams, I talked to him occasionally. He said he thought it was going to be back this week, so he said how pissed off James Finley was probably going to be that I was going to play against him. But I looked at the schedule, and that's not true. Yeah, obviously I don't have a lot of input. I don't know half of these teams anymore. I mean, I kind of have an idea, I think, of where they come from. But
To be honest, like, I don't even know half these teams, and I'm on the fucking podcast.
and I think I was
so-
one of the original idiots. Just change the team name every
Yeah,
year.
pretty much. That's pretty much what happens, man. So, yeah. So anybody else got anything on this?
Well,
game?
this is one of the marquee matchups of the week, and I guess
Yeah.
it's just like Red Legs are obviously good, just they still haven't crossed that line over to being able to beat one of these types of teams yet.
Yeah, this was one of those wind-in fields. So, I mean, how do you beat the trifecta of Kenny, Nick, and Lou? I mean, I saw Kenny dodge a ball between pitcher and third and then somehow run to first and still make the out from the same kicker. That's insane to me.
Yeah. Nick Devon?
No, Kenny.
Oh, I thought you said Nick and Lou.
Kenny. Well, they make up that trifecta.
I was going to ask if Nick Devon could actually was a good
Oh, he
kicker these
did.
days.
Yeah.
We always had some talks about Nick Devon's kicking, so if he's coming around.
It might have sunk in. As far as I could tell, Nick is as hard on himself about his kicking as anybody else is.
I'm sure he is.
But yeah, it's very tree carry. I mean, I think Noah, Kenny, and Lou scored 8 of the 11 or something like that here. So still top heavy.
Well, CJ, you were right in not having a pick'em game. You were confident that KTC would win this pretty confidently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you're right.
I just think that KTC top to bottom has a way better team than Red Legs, and it showed, basically.
It did.
Okay.
Dead legs, more like dead legs.
YSC 4, 5 p.m. Hertz Donut D-Holes 35, Ghosts 12. Megan, I'm pretty sure you played in this game, so go ahead and talk about it.
Just a little bit. Basically, every time that Bickle came up to kick, all I could think of in my head was this.
Run.
I love Space Jam.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
don't
Every
like R.
time
Kelly,
somebody
though.
kicked into the
No,
wind,
either.
it was beautiful. No, it was. I think we played our game for the first 7 innings and then kind of just started kicking away. We had fun. I think so, right, Cosgrove?
Cosgrove, you have something to say about this game.
They had a great grand slam. We had a great grand slam.
Yeah, were in one inning, I think, had 2 grand slams.
Yeah.
Really?
Brian Iron Whiteman, even though the wind was like 30 miles an hour, that dude, when you heard the ball kicked, you knew it was gone. And it was a good 30 feet past the first fence over there.
Tell you, I was so thankful. I really didn't want to run from second to home. I was kind of hungover, so.
The wind in that game, with the D-holes being a very, very good place kicking team, they found our deficiencies on defense pretty quick.
Yeah.
And so we adjusted for that, and it's just, that wind was 30 miles an hour most of the time. Jesus. And it was
30?
Oh, dude, I hit the fence and when warm-up kicks. I hit the fence.
Yeah, I heard 3 people
My
kicked
cleats
it. 3
blew
balls
off at
got
the
kicked
bench.
over in warm-ups or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah, seriously? It was the wind was insane.
I wish we could have played that.
D-Hole played a fun game. Everybody was happy. We were all having a good time. It was a
I made
classic
quite
fun
the
game.
Ghosts playlist.
So, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
All
But
right.
yeah,
No, do you have anything to add?
No, I mean, it was a fun game. No one got mad at each other. Everyone was happy when people made good plays. It was a classic Call Valley kickball fun game.
All right. Good to hear.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thanks, Matt. YSC 4, 7 p.m., Muddy Water Studio, 23, Leeway Franks, 6.
That's it?
What do you mean? What do you mean that's it?
I thought it'd be a lot bigger than that.
No,
Muddy Waters isn't one of those.
No, I'm not saying like Muddy Waters be a dick team. I thought it'd be like the winning margin would be like 20 plus.
No. Leeway's not as bad as you think.
I'm pretty sure Taylor was running around saying, "Why are you trying to kill yourself? It doesn't matter until, elimination round. Pool play doesn't matter."
I would say, given how good Muddy's defense is, I was kind of surprised Leeway got it. I mean, that's something. After getting shut out by Jazz House at Game of the Week.
And apparently Cosgrove, during this game, got iced.
Oh no, he did.
No. It's like
Okay, so the unofficial rule where if you're reffing on the sideline, that team provides beer or water. I said, Lauer, can I get a beer? And Ryan's like, oh, I got you, buddy. Reaches in the cooler, just smeared off ice right in my face.
Oh no.
Took it like a champ, chugged it.
Did you go down to win?
No, and then he gave me a Boulevard Wheat, and but there were more Smirnoff Ice in his cooler, and I said next time he makes it to third, he's going to get one of his own. Then apparently that's against protocol. You can't ice someone with their own ice, so. I didn't realize that.
I didn't know it. Yeah.
Cosgrove, how do you feel about the reintroduction of Zima?
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
looking forward to purchasing that.
No.
We talked about this before, the show.
If anybody can come and bring Zima to Cougar tonight, that would be great.
No.
CJ, where can you get Zima at?
What?
Yeah.
You know what?
Where can you get Zima at?
I think you have to cross.
I bet you can get Zima at Cork and Barrel. Two locations. 2000 West 23rd Street, 901 Mississippi Street, corkbarrel.com. Follow them on Twitter and Instagram, Cork Barrel. This week's special is $1 off 6-pack of cans of Boulevard beers, and then $2 off of 12 packs of cans for Boulevard beers. So, go take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Nice
segue.
Yes. Next game.
Starburst, or no?
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers?
Jolly Ranchers. and
Oh,
Zima.
my God.
Oh my God.
Cougar wants
Next game is Lions East, 5 p.m. Wildman Attack Force, 18. Sacred S-Word, 1. Simon did have a 5th inning inside the park home run, which was awesome to see. Wind was blowing in, so it was just it totally took away our being able to just bomb the ball over them. So they didn't play terribly. They're not as bad as the score would indicate.
Well, this kind of looks like the Liberty Hall game, in that you guys got 7 in the first.
Yeah, we got
kind of over after that.
Yeah, we kind of coasted after that.
What was your first run? What was Sacred Espoir's first run? What inning?
First,
yeah.
top of the first.
Oh, okay.
Or bottom of the first.
Yeah,
and then they just didn't score after that. Oh. So it was 7-1 after the first, and it was just kind of coasted.
Okay.
We definitely played like we coasted after that. So, it took advantage of, the wind kind of just took the wind out of our sails in terms of how many runs we could score. So, and we were missing quite a few people too. Because we only played with, I think, 10.
I don't think you have to apologize for winning by 17. I don't. We believe you're good.
All right.
Hey, real quick.
Owner of the Jazz House, Rick, is heckling me here. Jazz House, 926 and a half. Come down here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We're going to be doing the podcast here, so yeah. And they have $2.50 almost anything. So
what's your snap evaluation of the other teams in your division that you played? Because the scores are kind of similar, actually.
Yeah. For us, I think the evaluation that I have is that they will do okay in whatever seeding area they go into.
That's the non-answer.
Yeah, I know.
They're not bad, but it's just like we're a pretty good team. So like our class is definitely going to show more.
Well, and then more like, how do you think they rank in comparison to each other?
Let's see. I would say
It's probably number 5, isn't it?
so. We've only played Sacred Sword, who the fuck Rockets, and Tom's team. Reboot.
Yeah.
I would say Reboot is probably the most talented, and then and then Rockets, and then Sacred Sword.
Because these three teams play each other the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
so
asking.
it'll be interesting. Like it'll be interesting to see how they play, how they do against one another. Okay, Lions East, 7 p.m.
Speaking of the Rockets,
yes, Rockets 3. They played with 9. Goats 22.
Oof.
Anybody see this game?
Nope. Who said yes?
Who said yes?
Come on now.
Come on,
talk.
Andy.
Come on, Andy.
Andy,
come on.
Mallory, you saw this game too.
I heard through the grapevine
Andy
that the
Fry,
Goats were
get your
still
butt up
bunting in
here.
the late innings here.
Were they really? Yes.
Wow.
Oh God, thank you, Mallory, for letting them know. Apparently, Goats were bunting the
Mallory,
entire
damn.
time, even in the late innings when they were up. So
Bag full of dicks?
Yeah.
Jeez.
okay,
Yes.
yeah. Lions West,
Stack side.
5 p.m.
I think it's burlap.
Boost. 8. Love Garden Squids, 39. Ben, what do you got?
I think we got point counterpoint here. So Megan, why don't you go first?
Yes.
Rumor has it that the Squids never really let off even when they were way ahead, and then they just kept going and going and going.
Like Energized Bunny.
Yeah.
Lots of bunts.
I got from Love Garden that they wanted to make it a point to keep playing since they have, they face the tougher teams in their division already, and they have to get ready for pool play or whatever.
You know what?
But that they stopped bunting after the third and were kicking away, but they were just kicking the gaps basically, and the score got run up.
I see it both ways. Like, as a team, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
If you
Definitely.
play hard, you're an asshole. If you stop and ease up, you're patronizing. So I'm always the person that says, play like you practice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're never gonna make everybody happy, but
Yeah. I think this is most likely you ref this game.
But I mean,
So what do you got?
39? 39?
Yeah, I don't see.
Okay.
Like I gave.
Hey guys, I did ref this game, and Roos made 25 million errors. We might have set the record for errors, and Love Garden was just playing their game, and it was like hit, error, 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 hit, error, 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 error.
You counted it?
So, oh man, I mean, it was a lot.
Jeez.
And so, Love Garden was just, I don't think that they did anything wrong. If I was going to call Love Garden out about anything, I did try to do the mercy rule. Isn't it an hour and 20 minutes? And how many runs does it
15.
need? 15?
Yeah.
After an hour and 20 minutes, it was 31 fucking runs, and Love Garden still wanted to keep playing.
Rick just
And it was, and it was really, really hot. But I love Love Garden. I love Roos. It was all cool. It was great. They were just really good.
Roos wanted to play still, right? After an hour 20?
Now what?
Roos still wanted to play after an hour 20 after the mercy rule, right?
I just mentioned to Love Garden that I would like to call the mercy rule so I could start getting my team together, and they weren't having any of it. And so that was where that
Same thing with
conversation
Roos. I asked them too.
They want to play to the end.
Yeah, they just wanted, and so it was fine. It was fine. I mean, it was going to get called in Love Garden's inning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because Love Garden was the home team, and so there wasn't any way that,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fine, though. I don't think that. Does anybody ever get a game called because of the mercy rule in this league?
CJ would know. Ask CJ.
Yeah, Screamers and
Yours
Gifts
good?
Handed.
Where you at? How long did you guys play for? Hour and 22?
He called me and said, you have 16 minutes, I'm calling your game. And then that lasted maybe an hour.
Yeah, because this one went to like 6:35 or something.
We didn't start like the Screamers have to start late. Screamers cannot have 10 people.
Right, and
There's coach or women there.
And if I could just ask one question, and I've asked a couple people, and I'm not sure. In your seedings, does the amount of runs that you have scored or the amount of runs allowed, does that ever factor in any?
Allowed does.
Aaron says that runs allowed does factor in.
Runs allowed does.
Okay, so you can hardly...
Tiebreakers.
You can hardly give anybody the raspberries for running up the score if that is a factor in the tournament seeding. Right.
After pool play, after week 5, we look at head-to-heads, and then we look at runs allowed, and then if we must, then we look at runs scored.
Yeah, it's the last thing we'd look at. And I don't, as far as I can remember, we've never gotten there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, CJ, can I, as outsider, say one thing? Sorry, we've been talking about this game for a while.
Yeah, go ahead.
I totally agree with Megan. Like, you could play like you practice, that whole deal. But I think there's a level that you can just try what you're maybe not good at. I'm going to try to hit the right field gap. You don't have to kick it as hard as you can. Bunting, I think, is kind of an asshole move on some level. I'm not saying they did that. I didn't see the game. But I think there's when it gets out of hand, I mean, you don't need to dig your toe in and try to leg out a triple. I think on some levels, too. It's cool to pull up and...
Or maybe
if you're dropping the ball, there's nothing you can do about that.
Or maybe try defensive players where you're not used to.
I'm kind of with Chris here. I'm more like the... So I don't think we could score 39 because we get too drunk to care. And so basically, when the gap becomes double digits, it's home run or out time.
Yeah. Well, either home run or out, or definitely do not take an extra base.
Yeah, you don't take construction. But I mean, Jake's got a new team here. I mean, he's a new captain. I can see them wanting to practice basically.
And you can always meet together and say this is the plan, and the second somebody goes up, they've got their own plan.
Right. Yeah.
It never goes the way you want it to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Lions West, 7 p.m. Brew Ballers 7, Jazz House 926 Ave, Massachusetts, jazzhouse.com. We are here every week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Come on down. 8.
Come every single day.
Woo! Yes.
Yep. There you go,
Rick. Rick, you played in this game. Talk about it.
Actually, I don't play, I just coach anymore. My ACL would end up on the infield if I tried to run the bases. But it was a fun game. Jazz House played great, Blue Ballers played well, and so we were one run better. It was fun, it was exciting. We felt kind of really in control the whole time. They snuck up on us a bit there. They scored, I think, they took a 1-run lead in the top of the 6th, and we took it back in the bottom of the 6th. And
just held on.
So it was a good game. Good win for us.
Good. It was. Good.
You know, this division is shaping up to be really interesting.
Yes.
Like, Jazz House has a chance to be the 2 seed here.
Wow. Yeah, they got to play Channel 6 here.
Yeah, because the Channel 6 is precipitous fall from grace.
So, Holcomb left. 5 p.m. Reboot 37. Holy shit. Versus Leafy Greens 10. Reboot kicked through the lineup twice in the 3rd inning. Oh my goodness. Derek.
I was reffing first base for this, and pretty much like everybody else's game, it was just the 5 o'clock games were 15 to 25 mile an hour winds. So it was just the nicest those fields ever looked, but it was just a dust storm, and it sucked for everybody. But that inning was crazy. I think they had 4 legitimate over-the-fence home runs. They had 5 ground rule triples that bounced over. It was long.
That might be a record.
It might be. It was.
I can't ever remember anybody kicking through the
balls going over the outfield fence. 9?
Not the right side fence. We're talking center field. Like, it would bounce once, and the wind would push it another 10 feet over the fence.
Jeez.
It was. That inning was insane.
They kicked through the lineup twice plus 2 people in the 3rd. That's nuts.
Yeah, Leafy Greens, they did make. They scored 10, and their biggest faults are the minutia of defense. They make simple errors, and that costed them extra runs that probably could have, whittled the runs down a little bit.
Yeah, 10 runs is pretty good, though. Is that the high watermark for them?
For Reboot?
Well, it's definitely the high watermark for Reboot because they're brand new, but for Leafy Greens, too, I thought.
They're not brand new.
No. Well.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the team
gave up, 48 to 2 against Channel 6 last year?
Yeah. I don't know if Leafy Greens has ever scored 10 runs before.
I'd assume that's our high mark.
I see the high mark, yeah. Congrats, Leafy Greens.
Okay. Holcomb left, 7 p.m. Asteroid hit 5. Flying Hellfish, Asa, Burnsy, Abe Simpson and the crew, 16.
Let's just skip this one.
Yeah. Derek, what you got?
It was a good game. I don't know his name. He came out first kick, blasted it over the fence, and we're like, well, it's going to be one. We knew it was going to be one of these games, but luckily by like 7:30, 7:45, the wind died down a little bit. It was still blowing pretty good, but it wasn't as crazy as 5 o'clock. Also, what hurt Asteroid Head is Pat Fielder had to leave like mid-inning, like third or fourth inning.
Pat Watkins.
Watkins, what did I say? I'm sorry.
Fielder.
Sorry, yeah, well, Watkins, he had to leave, and he told us, he's like, I'm split kicking because I got to go. So after he left, some of that offensive punch kind of went out of him a little bit.
Definitely probably
He
the
had,
best offensive
he had
player.
some screaming, just beautiful kicks.
Apparently
right
he
between people.
kicked one 170 feet. However, it was foul.
Yeah, he crushed the ball, and it started to carry. It was a home run, and then the wind was blowing hard to right field, and it just caught it on the other side of the foul pole. But it bounced a good like 20 feet onto the other game. It would have been a beautiful kick.
Sure.
Okay. Holcomb Wright, 5 p.m. Happy Shirt, 30. Repetition Coffee, 4.
I call a shutout. Damn it.
Okay, yeah.
And I ended up having to buy $15 in lotto tickets. Don't feel too bad. Not only did I lose the parlay, every team I called a shutout on scored.
Yeah, that's why you
including
pick
ours
shutouts.
in the first inning.
Does that mean a shot for Cougar?
I think so.
Wrong me.
Yes.
Okay. Holcomb Wright, 7 p.m. Rats, 4. Chalmers is 6. Megan.
Oh, one thing that I did hear about this, Rashna won MVP for the Chalmerses. She was 4 for 4. And got this stellar, cool little trophy guy, minus an arm. I don't know.
Nice arm.
She's kind of awesome. Go, ladies.
Good to have you back, Russ.
Chalmers.
My observation is that all the teams in this division are a lot closer than I would have thought at the beginning of the season. Like there really hasn't been any blowout scores here except for that one first week against Where's My Pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although in the notes it says that Curtis is too old for a midriff.
There is no such thing.
I honestly, no. I will say this. I don't know if the person is being ageist or body shaming. Either way, Curtis,
it's not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool.
You do what you want.
Curtis, you do you, boy.
Whatever you fucking want to wear.
You wear that midriff. You be proud. Yeah.
Goddamn right.
I would like to make a note, both CJ and Megan were pointing at each other. I almost got hit. Sorry.
It's okay. We
Who
still
the fuck
love
cares,
you.
Cougar?
Thanks.
Hobbs Park, 7 p.m. Undercard for game of the week. Ladybird Harpy, 16. Corksuckers, who are this week's sponsor, 2 easy to reach locations, 2000 West 23rd Street, 901 Mississippi, corkbarrel.com. Follow them on Twitter and Instagram too, at corkbarrel. They had 7.
Their performance in this game is not a reflection on the quality of their specials.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I left this game. Credit to Happy Shirt. They jumped on them early.
Harpies.
Happy Shirt.
Happy Shirt.
They
Harpies.
could be the new
You are drunk, Cougar.
You got me drunk. Leave me alone, okay? Damn it.
It's 2 drinks. We only got
This is
2
me we're
drinks.
talking about. Anyways, Harpies jumped on them early. They were shut them out, going like 9-0, and then Corksuckers didn't get runs till the bases loaded in the 6th inning. They got 5 runs in that inning. But, credit the Harpies, they took advantage of the defensive blunders that was Corksuckers. They just looked really off that day. And when it was your day when Ariel and Corksucker kicked the ball really hard, right to the shortstop. And I know it was Clint. Clint kicked it really hard to the shortstop for Harpies. She would ride the second base for the force out to Ariel. It was a good kick, but it was just right at her. It's like, this is not their day. It really wasn't. And credit to the Harpies. They really jumped on them early.
Yeah.
Did not allow Corksuckers to get any part of that game whatsoever. And I'm sure Stacy can take all the credit for it.
Yeah.
Grant, come on, Grant. This game.
This season
Or
has seen
Grant too.
the rise of the younger teams.
Grant is okay.
Any Grant
I'm
blasts?
so proud of you guys, Grant.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm pretty proud of us too.
Good.
We had 2 home runs.
They did.
Not me today. That game. 2 of my guys blasted it out, and actually 1 blasted it out, and then 1 got an in-ground home run. I think.
1 almost got pegged at third base. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway, it was just a really good game for us. I had a new guy come out for the first game, and he started us off really well, and he played defensively really well. He had a double play in the outfield. I was super happy with it. Ari was kind of talking a little bit last week about how he was bragging about he had no outs this season so far, and he was saying he was not going to get any outs.
I believe I got him out on Friday night.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Just saying.
It felt really good because the very first kick
he was quiet. He could tell he was seething mad.
Oh yeah. The very first kick, he kicks it right, like 2 feet on my right, smack it up, and
right there.
And it was after that, we were just on a roll.
Anthony made that blast over the home run right at the left field line and just got past the left fielder. There's nothing he could do about it. It was like, wow, it was a great play. It was after he tried to go for a home run, but then he mistakenly overran third.
And also, we also had, I think, almost like 90% of our old players who have been on the Harpies for the past since it started in the stands with us cheering.
Yeah, that was great. It was,
That's my mom.
That was awesome to have such a big cheering squad and play on that game. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they did that 6th inning. We had one of our legendary Harpy innings. We haven't had any of those this season, and then we had one we made a couple back
the 5 runs, yeah.
But then you guys turn around in the 7th and put 4 more up.
So
it helped it.
I mean, it was right in their powerhouse on the lineup, and it worked, and we just had a little part, and we got it right back.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was. Well done, Grant and Stacy.
Thank you.
Okay. Game of the week.
Oh, jeez.
Hobbs Park, 9 p.m. This game had everything you could want in a kickball game. It was high scoring. It was late inning drama.
Defense sprinkled in there.
Yeah. It was a big comeback. And of course, there was Cougar going nuts at the end of the game on the sideline. Nicholas, Homies 15, Double Meat 14.
Yeah.
Cougar.
I will say this, we didn't look good in the very first 3 or 4 innings. We made so many defensive blunders. Credit to Dolomite, they jumped on us early, even after having, 2 or 3 runs. Yeah, they did. They put 7 runs in the first inning. I was like, oh, God. And they beat it 14-7. I looked at the score, was like, it's not looking good. And I was like, I don't know what we could do. Credit to my team, even though defensive blunders the first half inning, and then they never gave up. They chipped in the lead 14-9 and then 14-12, and then Dolomite the last half inning game, they made their defensive blunders, and luckily, their defensive blunders caught up in the end and allowed, my homies to get the winning run thanks to Jeff Hallberg, Siege.
Yeah.
Sucks. Is this what you heard for the first 5 innings?
Yeah. And thank you to Alex Hawker by posting that before our game against Hearthstone D-Hole beforehand for the game was to be like that. So
Cougar, my Twitter feed was blowing up. He went 2 for 3, I hear.
2 for 5, actually.
Yeah.
Maurice, to be fair.
2 laser beams on the third base line.
One was the laser beam third base and went over. I thought she was to catch that ball.
You know what? I think my favorite point was when you called the game way before it was.
The top of the classic. In the top of the night.
We win.
I thought we were the home team for a split set for what was that?
And it was this big production because you were on the coaching third base as well. Oh man. So really, how did you feel in between innings? Like
what?
How did you feel? Because you had already called it for your team, and then you had to play defense for that bottom half.
I was like, oh, Jesus Christ!
Did you just jinx yourself?
I jinxed myself. Didn't we do anything? But luckily, we made the change of defense permanently by putting Dana at pitcher, me at first base. Normally we have someone splitting first base, but they were out of town, and it worked out great. Better there at me away from pitcher and
Cougar, I will say this, no one really ever heaps praise on you because come on. But dude, seriously, you crushed it.
Yes,
at first base.
Yeah, thank you.
At first base. Yeah. You crushed it at first base.
My teammates made it easier. Harbor made easy throws to me right in my breadbasket there. Same thing with Rashad and Dana.
Right in your breadbasket.
Would you say that Harbor did not skip leg day?
No, he never.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
He scored the winning run.
We got some double meat here too.
Yeah. Go on, Yorsa.
All right, so homies, man, good job, guys.
Thank you.
You did beat us by 1. So
luckily by 1. Luckily by 1. Luckily.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you said because I'm still kind of deaf from you yelling at me.
Oh, I know. I'm sure your right ear will never be the same.
So,
I was on the whole time.
Most likely.
Yeah. We had 5 new people playing, first-timers. So, I think that how Double Meat actually played was pretty good. The defense
So you're just throwing those 5 people under the bus?
I'm one of those. So, we also, actually, there were 7 of us who have either never played or have only played 1 or 2 games before. So a lot of our people are coming back.
Yeah.
That
It's early.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
early.
really
She's saying, watch out.
On
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
She's ready for the rematch for the Cougar Cup, Cougar.
Ooh. If they make it to the Cougar.
She's gonna skin you alive.
I thought a couple of interesting notes here. I thought the first baseman for double meet, I don't know his name, Marisa,
Gabe.
but he seemed to be struggling quite a bit early.
It was the slowest
did.
run around the bases I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's very casual running, but then he picked up late, and also Lee for you guys in center field.
Oh my God.
He redeemed himself. Yeah, he seemed like he was. The first one was a little too casual. After that, I think he might have gotten his own head, but then he redeemed himself later.
Well, I think there's a reason why.
Yeah, we know the reason why.
Yeah, what's
He
that?
was getting drunk beforehand.
Drunk on what, Dogfish IPA? That's what it was?
No, it was, I don't know what it was, but it was definitely...
Thanks to our teammate Matt Green. Thanks. For friendly fire, getting drunk.
Yeah, like he was...
Cougar.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't look good.
Did you sing the 7th inning stretch?
I did.
He did.
So how did you know who was not the home and away team?
He said
did the wrong time. I don't know why.
It was a half inning early.
It was happening early. It was.
Yeah,
it was.
He was
It
like,
was.
yeah, we won.
Yeah, that's
I
also part of the reason
somehow,
why you thought he won.
I think all that yelling, of course, Marissa, what is that? It basically just zapped the oxygen from my head, and I just didn't know what's going on.
That's a
So you did the
lot of
after
oxygen.
6th inning.
Especially
Yeah,
Big
after the
Head.
6th inning, at the end of the 6th inning, he sang the 7th inning
I
stretch.
did.
Beginning of the 7th stretch.
I didn't do that 2 years against the Goats. The Goats. I knew when the 7th inning stretch was, but this time, half innings was like, oh crap.
That was...
Oh, can we give a good shout out to Nick Lerner too for
yes, hit the drone.
The drone, yeah.
Although the drone was not kicked, it definitely was hit by Who was it?
Yeah.
Lindsay Dieter.
Holy shit.
Whoops.
Oh man.
Seth Sanchez did an admirable job of trying to hit the drone.
That's hard. That is so hard. It's
pretty hard.
It was like 10 feet to the right of where the drone was.
I think it was part of the reason why.
Dude, Lindsay Dieter Terry Tated that shit after the fact.
No, she seriously had a ball roll up to her, turned and fired in the direction of Nick Lerner, and it hit the drone.
He looked apoplectic there for a second, like, oh,
So, if anybody out there is listening, I believe it was $153?
$153
It
this week.
is still
for this
going, so we will still be doing it for the next game of the week.
and he's moving it in every successive
Yeah,
week. It
it's
doesn't
going
get
to keep
hit.
growing, so please buy raffle tickets.
Yeah,
It's
pot
just
gets
gonna
higher
keep
and it gets
growing.
easier.
Yeah, so the more tickets you buy, the higher the pot goes.
Your tickets do not roll over from last week. You have to buy
Correct.
new tickets every week.
Wow.
Makes sense. That's fair.
But the money will
Okay.
Pot keeps growing and growing.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely it's like a progressive jackpot. You just got to keep playing.
I'm
If no one hits it by the end of the season, is it donated, or how does that work?
I think it might roll into
I
next
think
year.
that,
I mean, half of it goes to the Humane
least
Society
half.
anyway.
Yeah,
Split and roll it over.
It's on the post online. All
Yeah.
information's online.
Read up, Chris.
Read up, people.
It's a progressive jackpot, and that
Use
each
your
week I
words,
lose a bet, and
goddammit.
it progressively grows.
Aaron, I'm going to take the ref test, I think, at some point.
All
I don't know how
right.
that's going to go, but...
Should we just talk about kickball for a little bit?
Sunday, we're putting you on all our raffle tickets.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, during this game of the week,
I'll be here.
I was chatting with Grant on the radio because I was out with T doing the scoreboard, and Grant was calling plays before they happened. He's like, this guy's going to kick it straight to Marisa, and it was like right over her head. And then he was like, I can't remember, he's going to score 2 on this one, scored 2. T lost all sorts of candy bars betting with Grant.
Jeez, Grant, no
Grant,
Stradamus?
you're on my team.
Wow.
I'm not
I've already
betting. I'm not.
picked you for my
Grant, you're
Final
not allowed to bet
Fantasy
me when I offer it up. Okay.
Let's discuss some kickball.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Okay, so since the win was kind of a pain in the ass this week, did it help or hinder your offense, Ben?
Yeah, I don't think it really made a difference.
Okay.
Because we don't really have a ton of try to kick it over the fence people unless we're up by a lot anyway.
Yeah,
So just line drives and grounders.
For us, for Wildman, it definitely hindered our offense. It took a dimension that we normally have kind of and neutralized it. So, Coop?
It did neither help or hinder. I mean, we don't have big legs on our team. Not even Jeff Harper, so.
And he's your leadoff.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he
So
can
he doesn't
kick.
need to.
Well, he could try if he wanted to, but it didn't really help or hinder. It really wasn't windy that night, game of the week, so it didn't. It was neutral, nothing.
Okay, so. Megan?
For us, that we have quite a few power kickers, so there were quite a few people who either rolled it to the fence or actually made it over, like Brian. Our first kick of the entire game was Bickle, and he technically had an in-the-park home run. It was kind of a contentious play. I think he was safe. Somebody called him out, but I think the wind helped us.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a great equalizer of all the teams. Like, I've heard things like moving from grass to dirt is a great equalizer.
Yeah,
and then when you have
definitely.
teams that are equal to each other, and then all of a sudden you throw in this other aspect, you see where they go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next discussion question. Chris, you can join in on this.
Oh, yeah, he should be the first one to answer this.
Do you prefer to play on grass or dirt? Megan, we're going to go to you first.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I fucking hate grass.
Okay, so you prefer dirt?
Yeah, dirt all the way. I'm a dirty girl.
Okay. Cougar.
Oh, me? Okay. I agree, dirt. The thing that I don't like grass is the inconsistency. There's undulations on the grass field. It takes a bad hop, either for the ball or if you go around the bases, there's some divot that you'll hit onto. You don't see the lines for fair or foul. At least with dirt, it's more uniform. I'll take uniform over whatever people like grass for what reason.
Okay.
Boo on you two. I got the mic. Boo.
First of all, Cougar, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were like a sports. I'm going to say I don't have a preference. Baseball, I think I like how all the fields are different everywhere. I think you have most sports. Soccer kind of varies, right? Well, the dimensions are very different. There's different links. I liked when we played at Fairgrounds sometimes. Some of them have the mound on there. It's the same advantage or disadvantage for both teams, and you need to be able to adapt to it. So I kind of like when the ball ricochets weird, might go somewhere small. I mean, I think a lot of teams, like CJ can probably agree with this, when you play on the smaller fields, and I think you have a more powerful team. I mean, you have to kind of adapt to that anyways, because you can either kick a home run or it's basically a long out because the players are forced to
the way they play and the dimensions.
I like the change up of doing grass. I didn't play originally when it was all grass, I guess, but I've been able to play at South Park, and I like the grass. I like how it changes.
I guess I should
the game and the
specify that I do
strategy,
like the grass, but I prefer.
Yeah, no, that was the question.
Yeah.
Like, what do you prefer?
Yeah.
I guess if you're asking me one or the other, it's going to be dirt. But I liked it when it was I like the different fields, so to speak, with the different dimensions. And did you ever play on the mound, Cougar? The ones with the mounds at Fairgrounds? We did that at one time.
I played on mounds that was Holcomb Red with that big old mound. I remember that part. That was Cowser. Yeah, I did play on Cowser, yes. Big old mound.
I mean, Fairgrounds, Cowser. Yeah, it would take some crazy hops, and I think that's part of the game.
People would pitch from the mound instead of like, because they couldn't see that the lines met in front of it, so they just would pitch from the mound. Yeah, that's crazy.
I like the change it kind of brings.
Yeah. I personally prefer dirt, but I remember I started playing in 2005, so that was still when they were playing all grass.
Yep.
So I remember when they started playing on dirt, I was totally against it because it went against the spirit of the league at that time. But as I played on dirt more and more and more, I kind of like the fact that it's a faster game compared to what it was on grass. So I preferred that. That's why I preferred dirt. Ben?
I'd just say no to grass until after the game.
Oh my goodness.
Let that be a lesson, kids.
That's it, Ben?
Say no to grass. I also don't ever bunt the ball, so I didn't have to worry about it going 3 feet. Some people hate it for that reason because the bunts wouldn't skip.
No, like I definitely played on teams that are notorious for bunting, so that definitely pissed us off.
Yeah, because the catcher, the kid goes pretty much right to the catcher, so it goes like 2
right
feet.
to the catcher. Easy throw. Okay.
Bunters.
Okay.
Who are the top 3 teams you like to play against? Ben.
Top 3? Ooh, wow. That's hard.
Number one's got to be Happy Shirt because they're the best. They always make for a good game.
And of course, a 2-time runner-up in the championship game.
Yeah. And we had them. I think we had a game of the week. One of the years we didn't make it there. Then Love Garden probably, because we always lose to them in the regular season, but always beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then third, God.
You think Wildman because he had history the past 2 seasons?
Yeah, I think lately anyway, Wildman.
Yeah.
I just like playing the top 10 teams basically. So and it's hard to pick between them, but yeah, I'd say those three.
Oh. See, the thing with me is like there's no teams that really stand out because for me it's all the same. I know pretty much almost every team. There's not really one stand out like, oh, I'd rather play against this team and then over this team there. So really, for me, it's all the same. What?
Arby's and the grandstand your favorite team to ref because you love us and I love you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, let's get this straight here. That was the longest game I've read, like 2 hours. And those are 2 hours I will never get back.
We play each other
week 5 on grass. Do you want to come? We'll give you pizza. We have pizza.
I remember it was when Holcomb left. And you had to ref that game. It was the longest game
And you yelled at us so much.
I couldn't stand it. You took so much time.
You had your own dugout because we didn't want to be over there.
And we
Why? Because of the sun?
pizza to you.
And we gave you pizza.
You did give me pizza. I'll give you that.
We gave you pizza.
Yeah, but it was still the longest game ever. I'm like, oh my goodness. And it wasn't like there's a run rule. It said both teams took their sweet time. I'm like, what the heck?
We were savoring it. It was so good to be together. We couldn't separate our glory.
Why don't you ref that 2-hour game next time, though, Kristen? Why don't you try
Why don't
it?
you come rep for us in 2 weeks?
Well, it depends when the schedule is, Kristen. If it's on schedule, I'll ref it, of course, but, ugh. But honestly, nothing that stands out, honestly. Megan, you're up.
Oh shit, I don't even know what we're talking about.
Top 3 teams I like the team play against.
Actually, I know exactly who. Happy Shirt because I always want to play against the best of the best.
Sure.
I want to play against Love Garden because they're our sister team. And I always feel like we're always going back and forth. And I always want to play against Harpies because I always have a fun time. And I love to see the progression from the bottom, and they are gradually going up. I think they're going to upset a lot of people.
Wait a minute, you don't want to say Los Matadors because of the rivalry?
No.
Okay. I thought that was hilarious.
There's no fucking rivalry.
Because of the 16-inning game in the playoffs, 3 seasons ago?
That was 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
I want investment of the new players. I want to see where this team is going, and they're gonna upset a lot of people, and I'm really proud of them, and I am really excited to play them.
I think you missed out.
That's old hat, man. See, I was gonna say D-Holes because I like playing them. They're a good team, and I like the people on it. But we always lose to them whenever we play them. we never play them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so it seems to work
I
out.
don't like looking in the past. I am really excited to see where some of these lower teams are going to the future. So I'm really excited to see Happy Shirt. I'm sorry.
So
Harpies.
I said Harvey. Don't worry, I said the same thing.
I will. In the past, I'll put D-Holes on my list for sure because I feel like you guys always played with a chip on your shoulder in a good way. Like you guys were.
Yeah.
You came out there expecting to win. I mean, I think more often than not we got the better of you guys, but it wasn't like a, oh my god, yes, we get to play the D-Holes.
We always have fun though.
Yeah, well, exactly, and that's a huge part of it.
We know it's going to be challenging,
and we
like that.
Absolutely right. I'd say Red Lion was a good one. We always had pretty good tournament games. I feel like we've in the past with Red Lion. Obviously, I haven't played for 3 years, but and then I guess Happy Shirt too. They would always. I feel like every single time would beat us in the regular season, no matter what, and then during the postseason, I'd get.
You guys own them. You own them.
I don't know about own, but
yeah, you do.
But
You're at least leasing them.
that's that's the bar. That's where
What's
you.
that?
Who you want to play?
Damn it!
Did we do this? Do we have to call Ladybird Baby Happy Shirt now or something like that?
That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
No, I will say that, Stacy, did I or did I not come find you at the beginning of the season? I said you are going to upset a lot of people.
Who's baby dick towel?
I did. I totally did.
Who's baby dick towel?
Nice.
Your baby dick towel.
Hey, Grant, who's your center fielder?
On the last game we played?
Yeah.
That would have been Josh.
It was Josh, yeah.
Josh.
He usually plays first, but we were missing 2 guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he may, I think he's staying out there.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, my favorite 3, I'll just start with Chalmers because they are a great. Well, 1, they're a great team. And then 2, they're just good people to fucking play against. Like, it's just fun to play against them.
They actually write on their scorecards most fuckable Chalmers is.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, so even if you lose the game, you feed the spank bank.
Yeah, pretty much. Next team, KTC.
Like, I liked playing against Chris Marshall when he was in the league. I like playing against Kenny and those guys. So, like, yeah, they're a good team. And then I'm a competitor. I really like to play against the best teams. So, Happy Shirt is my number one team that I like to play against because, like, I played against them. The team that I played on has played against them since at least once a year since the 2008 season.
Yeah, that was our first championship against you guys. Yeah.
Well, we played in the game of the week. First game of the week that year too.
Yeah.
And so that was like Happy Shirt is like the best team that I like to play against. So yeah, there we go. Next question: who do you draft first if you're playing in KVKL Fantasy?
Oh my gosh.
Who's your first pick in the KVKL Fantasy draft?
Is this I need a clarification really quick. Is this long term or just one single game?
It's Dynasty.
It's Dynasty.
Dynasty. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Wow. Go first.
If it's Dynasty, I'm going Grant. Grant is my number one because he's young, he's got all the energy, and I know he's got people behind him.
You can pick up new talent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. And for female, it would be Angela.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Those are really good picks.
Okay. All right.
Really good picks.
Yeah.
Coog.
Jesus. If I'm going to go female there, damn it, Grant, I don't want tequila. If I'm going to go female, I'm going to go Bree Kester from Happy Shirt because she's a consistent winner. She has like 6 championships.
But we're talking fantasy. We're talking like individual stats.
Bree's so good at it.
No. Like, yes, but like you bring up team stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll still take Bree.
Okay.
I'll say she's heady and, she knows what she's doing and you don't get 6 champions for it on accident. As far as male, God damn it. You know what? Fine. CJ, you're number 1.
I'm old, man. I am old.
I can't think of anyone, okay? I guess you want to young man, but fine, just say you.
I'm so in love.
God damn it!
Whatever you want.
I was thinking Al Green.
Wow. Ben.
Only because Chris Marshall. That's nice, Aaron. That's
so yeah. So what's your second choice, Dan?
Yeah, see, I can't really decide. There's a lot of different ways to look at this. Part of me thinks Grant just because he's good at third. He's good with people.
Yeah,
he's a good leader. He's great for the future because he can recruit.
He's such a gentleman.
Yeah, I know.
He is a gentleman. That's true.
Part of me thinks Shauna because you want that top level girl first. She's always on base. She's played on a lot of really Shauna.
Oh, Shauna
played on a lot of really good teams. She's solid on defense. Part of me thinks Tyler, just because he knows more than everybody else.
I'm sure he does.
Yes, he does. And he's never gonna lack for motivating the rest of his team.
No.
And you can't argue with results. I don't care what you say. He's the most vocal person on the most successful team.
Yeah.
But I think if I have to pick one, it's got to be Todd Foster, because third base is the most important position, and I think he's the best third baseman in the league.
Okay.
And he's all the way healthy, right? He's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, that's good.
And I feel like he could play till he's 50. He's built like a brick shit house.
I believe it. Yeah.
If we're going lady, then I would say Angela because I think she's probably the best lady in the league right now. If we're going dude, for me it'd be Kenny.
That's a good choice. That's a really good choice. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Kenny is my favorite. Like, he is so fast.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever wear a shirt, which is great.
That's good for team morale.
That's good for
league morale.
Great for team morale.
Are you calling him cheap?
What's up?
Are you calling him cheap? You don't have to
No, he's not too old.
You don't have to buy the jersey for your
It's not
team.
that he's too good for a shirt. Although I do not blame him for wearing a shirt.
I meant for your team, budget. You don't have to purchase him a jersey.
Oh, definitely not. No. Yeah, no. It's one less shirt to buy.
There you go, yeah.
He's so fast. He has power. He has speed.
Yeah, he does.
He can play pretty much any position that you throw him at and be great. Not just good, but great. And also, he's another native kid. So, how can you not like that?
And he's always got a good fucking attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a great teammate.
And he's also, just like Todd, all the way healthy, thankfully.
Yeah.
He's good.
Well,
I'm glad to hear.
Crazy thing about Kenny is that he actually would have been healthy. He would have been cleared to play in the championship game had they made it that far.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought he was out like completely.
No.
Well, that's the what ifs though, man.
Yeah.
If you had played that, if Wildman had played KTC with Kenny on there, would Wildman have beat them?
We did not play them with Kenny on there.
I know.
Because we played Channel 6.
They did play Channel 6.
You would have played them.
KTC lost to.
you would have played them if they had beat us, which they may have if Kenny was playing.
Yeah.
So I guess we just file that in the what ifs.
Yeah. No, like, what if I didn't hurt my knee also? So, like,
you're saying that like you make a difference.
Hey, I was leading the league in runs last year. I was like, I hurt.
Was that leading the league in runs or padded stats?
No, runs. Oh my! Because if you're going to accuse me of padded stats, you got to throw Channel 6 in there too. Come on.
I do. You know I love you, CJ.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, all right. Nick Lunar is here. If you wanna buy tickets for the Kick the Drone sweepstakes.
Hey, boss.
And drone's moving in this week again.
It's flying again. Okay, good. So, Lindsay, do not throw the ball at the drone this week.
Yeah, lucky for Lindsay, Nick is tech savvy.
The tech savvy realtor. So, like, don't throw the ball at that because it might hurt it.
Right. Nick, I'm going to be into you for some tickets after I make my bet here.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we predict some games?
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Okay.
This is going to be great.
Week 4, Holcomb Blue.
Oh, wait. Where are we in the standings? I feel like I did horribly last week.
Oh, okay. In the Pick'em Challenge, Ben went 2-1.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I went 2-1. Cougar went 1-2.
Ouch.
The panelist, which was Katie Keating, last week, went 3-0.
Oh my God!
They're still undefeated? Are you kidding me?
So year to date, Ben is 6-3. I'm 6-3. Cougar is 6-3. The panelist is 9-0. So we are getting our asses handed to us.
No pressure.
Oh my God!
No
That's
pressure,
a lot
Megan.
of pressure.
Yeah, so much pressure. I said to Katie last week, no pressure.
Yeah,
she delivered.
Yeah, no.
And you delivered, Katie.
This makes me so happy. I can't tell you guys.
No, I actually kind of like this. Anyway, Holcomb Blue, 5 p.m. Muddy Waters versus Brew Ballers. Ben, who you got?
It's got to be Muddy.
Yeah,
Muddy. Brew Ballers has shown quite a bit to this point this season, but Muddy is still too good.
Yeah. Coog?
This time won't be close for Brew Ballers. It's going to be Muddy by probably 7. Yeah.
Megan?
I'm still going with Muddy Waters, but I think it's going to be closer than Cougar thinks.
Is that right?
I think so.
We shall see.
Chris?
Muddy Waters.
Okay, I have Muddy as well. That's pretty easy.
I'm gonna nail these.
Guaranteed. All right. Holcomb Blue, 6:30. Remember, 6:30. KTC versus Grand. We all have Grandstand, right? Kidding. KTC, big. If you pick against KTC right now.
Yeah. Hold up, though. This is the first of the 3 teams that are in the moral victory parlay I promised last week. So if anybody wants to hit me up, $5 a person, loser has to buy $5 worth of lottery tickets from Nick.
Yes.
I say Grandstand does not get shut out here.
Okay. Although, yeah, if you do have a gambling problem, call 1-888-BETS-OFF.
And if you're a degenerate gambler,
get a hold of Ben on Facebook.
Man.
Right. Holcomb Blue, 8 p.m., which is the first game in the Pick'em Challenge. Repetition versus Asteroid Head. Ben.
Ooh. Head. Yeah, Head has shown quite a bit, actually, even in losing their first few.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Asteroid Head, too.
Very good.
Because I like a lot of the people on the team, so it's hard for me to choose against them. Coog!
Asteroid Head. Bye, lies. Bye, Kombucha.
Okay.
Bye, lies. Bye, lies.
You just like saying that.
I'm not saying bye, lies.
Bye lies.
Bye, lies.
Bye lies.
It's a battle of the caffeinated beverages.
I too am going for Asteroid Head, but I think Repetition might finally put some runs on the board.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Broken Arrow.
Hey,
Shut up, Chris. Not came all this way.
Sorry.
Just sitting down here hanging out. I'm going to go with Asteroid Head. You should probably do me first.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't have.
He's like the wild card.
That's true. That's very true. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be sloppy fifths every time.
Yeah, that's very true. Shit. My bad, bro. Broken Arrow, 5 p.m. Love Garden versus Nick Lerner's homies. We have Love Garden, right?
Love Garden, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be a murder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow, 7 p.m. Leafy Greens versus Wild Man. We're going to win that fucking game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I haven't had that this season. Shut out, CJ. Pressure's on. Pressure's on, Siege.
All right. Holcomb Gold,
Yep.
5 p.m., which is the second game in our Pick'em Challenge. Flying Hellfish versus Johnny's Chris.
I'm going with the Flying Hellfish, I believe.
That's the old Merchants team.
Oh yeah, definitely the Flying Hellfish.
Okay. Megan.
I'm going with Flying Hellfish because that's a repeat performance of the charity tournament, and they annihilated Johnny's. Johnny's is great, but they just need a little bit of work before they can hit that top.
Exactly.
Coog.
To be fair, in that game, if I'm not mistaken, Lauren Lackley, she sprained her ankle that game.
No, she's fine now. She's
fine, but at the time she did.
At the very end.
At the very end.
Very
Okay.
end
So,
of the game.
you know what? Derek is adamant that they're going to kill, Johnny's Tavern. So, who am I to disagree with Derek Davis? Of course, they'll be Flying
You
Hellfish.
can always disagree with
Wait,
Derek
you
Davis.
picked Johnny's?
No, Flying Hellfish.
Okay.
I'm not going to disagree with Derek. Not this time.
Just to be a contrarian, I'm going with Johnny's.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
If there was a pick'em game, who would you pick? I think Hellfish are going to clam slam Johnny's.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Very graphic there.
Oh wait, we forgot to do our Urban Dictionary of the week.
Yes. Okay. Our new segment. Make Cougar blush.
God damn it.
Yes, I'm so
Where we take
excited.
a random word out of Urban Dictionary and ask Cougar what he thinks it means.
All right, so I scrolled through Urban Dictionary, but nothing was as good as the one that Marisa gave me. It was, so Cougar, tell me what you think an Alaskan pipeline is.
What the fuck? Is that a bong?
No, it's some sort of indiscreet sex act.
Think hard. Hard.
I don't want to.
Come on, Coog. Just take a wild stab at it.
What the fuck? I don't know what to say right now.
Is there an erection involved in this? No.
No, an Alaskan pipeline is when you take a condom and defecate in it.
Oh, wow.
Then put it in the freezer.
Wow.
And then insert it somewhere.
Wow. No.
Whole new level.
Wow. I don't like this segment either. I think that's the first and only time we're going to do this.
The funny thing is, I said it, and I'm the only one here that doesn't feel dirty.
Ben, I don't feel dirty either.
Wow.
I feel like this is just another day at the office.
My mouth is open shock, by the way.
Where were we at? Good Lord.
We were on Harpy's Red Legs, yeah.
Red Legs, right?
Sorry, did we throw you for a loop?
What's that?
Chris Marshall.
Ooh. What division are they in here? Let's look.
We'll go to Ben.
I think we want the Red Legs.
Okay.
So
Megan.
I have all the faith.
I actually have the Redlegs winning this, although I'm a big Harpies fan. I think Harpies still need to rein in a little of their new talent. So Redlegs will get this, but Harpies are going to come out in the end.
Coog. Be a valiant effort by Labored Harpies. Redlegs will win only by 5. Only by 5. That's it.
Okay.
It's going to be very close.
Redlegs.
I agree. I think be closer. Yeah.
Ben.
I like the Red Legs. This is the second game in the moral victory parlay, and it's going to be an actual victory. I'm picking the Harpies to win this.
Holcomb Gold, 8 o'clock, Channel 6.
DJ picks.
Oh, fuck it. I said Red Legs.
He said Red Legs.
Yeah, I got mine. I'm just going with this.
Holcomb Gold, 8 o'clock, Channel 6 versus Jazz House. Chris.
Channel 6.
Okay.
Mike
Okay.
Anderson's better pull through.
Megan.
He still plays?
Ooh, I'm still saying Channel 6 because as much as I love that leadoff Jazz House kicker, I want to see some variety other than left field. If he can show me something other than a left field kick,
Megan Harmon giving away strategy here.
fuck yeah! If that's all he's doing, give me something else. I want to see a bunt. I want to see right field kick. If you could show me variety, I will back you. Otherwise, nah. I'm going with Channel 6.
Thinking like mixing up the jazz with some rock and roll and rap music, maybe. Kick it all over.
I believe that Isaac can cover that. I believe that Isaac can cover that left field kick.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Cougar. If Cheyenne's back from whatever month-long hunting expedition is, Jazz House will be in a world of hurt. Channel 6 by 8.
Okay. Because I am a shill, I am going with Jazz House, 926.5 Massachusetts. Come down every Tuesday. $2.50, almost anything. We start the podcast at 8, so come and make fun of us if you want. Ben.
Is this a transitive property game? Because, both of these teams beat Brewballers by 1, right? So they should tie?
Oh, I get it. I like that.
I'll go with Jazz House.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
By the way, real quick note, there has been a tie in KV Kill history. Sorry. That's all.
The Donovan McNabb.
It was 8 years ago. I believe it was between the Bagels and what team was it? The Bagels were involved. I think it was Astro Kitty. Astro Kitty and Bagels tied. For what reason? I don't know why. It was 8 years ago.
Ben, CJ,
No.
shots.
Hey! Rick is offering shots at the drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Jameson?
Just shoots IPA.
Rick, I'm just honest.
Shoots? Yeah, CJ wants a shot of Rumpelmans.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Rumple. Yeah, double Rumple. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, we are. Welcome left, 5 p.m. Leeway Franks versus Los Matadores. Ben.
It's got to be Los Matadores, fresh off their victory.
If they have more than 9 people, yes, I'm going with Los Mat.
Let's set the over-under at 9.
At 9, so it's push if they have 9?
Right.
Okay.
Keep the push and play.
Okay.
Cool. Los Mats, a little bit let down for that emotional win over Channel 6. They'll win, only by 4.
Okay, Megan.
I have Los Matt winning this as long as they have all their players there.
Okay.
By 2.
Same. Okay. Okay.
All their players is the bare minimum to field.
All 10 of them.
I say they show up at 9 and play push it real good the entire game.
Holcomb left, 7 p.m. Woost versus Hertz Donut. Chris.
That's not their name? I'm not calling it.
Oh, I'm going to go with the D-holes.
Yeah. Yes, Queen. I'm going with D-holes.
Okay. Wait, you're going with your own team?
No, of course not. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
Coog.
You think it'll be 39-7 just like the Love Garden game, Megan, or not? I'm kidding. Probably not.
Yeah.
No. I think D-Holes will win, and actually, you know what? I lost hope to Roost. They'll be by double digits. I don't know. By double digits, yeah. I think Roost, I've lost hope in you.
Coog, come on, dude. I got Hertz. Come on.
Yeah, I don't want to be as depressing as Cougar, but
it's 49-7. It's like, good grief.
D-Holes is going to serve Woos breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is going to be a blowout, I think.
Yeah.
In the meantime, hey Cougar, you want a shot?
Yeah, we're gonna take a shot here.
Shots.
Like it's
Thank you, Rick.
LMFAO song.
Rick with the complimentary shots from
Jazz House, 926 and a half, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah.
Come down every Tuesday. My throat is burning.
Oh, God, how do you drink that stuff?
Because it's good. Kind of.
Rumplements.
Holcomb Red, 5 p.m. Free State versus Happy Shirt, which would have been a marquee matchup had this been last year, but it's not. So, Happy Shirt, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Holcomb Red, 6:30. Sacred Sword versus Rockets.
Rockets.
Really? Go out the strength of CJ saying that the Rockets are better than Sacred Sword.
I think both teams are in upheaval, but I think there's more new players on Sacred than there are Rockets.
I just think that Rockets have more experienced players right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Rockets.
I'm thinking more like Sword hasn't really shown much of anything quite yet, and Rockets did put up a shitload of runs the first week. So there's something there.
And they're still putting up runs against good teams too.
I really
they
want
put up
Sacred Sword to prove me wrong. I really do.
They won't.
But until they do, I'm gonna have to go for Rockets.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
The quote from your teammate now, CJ, Liz, and former Rockets, pew pew, Rockets.
Holcomb Red, 8 o'clock, last game in the Pick'em Challenge. Screamers versus Corksuckers, who are this week's sponsor. Cork and Barrel, 2 easy-to-reach locations, 2000 West 23rd, 901 Mississippi, corkbarrel.com. Follow them on Twitter and Instagram, too, at corkbarrel. $1 off 6 packs of Boulevard cans, $2 off 12 packs of Boulevard cans. And, go there every week to get your beer before you head to your game.
I wish I drank.
Chris.
I'm going to go with the Screamers.
What? All right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Screamers. Megan.
I am going with the Corksuckers. I do love my Ariel. He was a D-hole, but they've added a whole bunch of new players. They've worked really hard, and I think the Corksuckers can pull it out.
Coog?
I think Corkers are going to be in that hate fuck mode after that crushing loss to the Harpies. So they're going to put a hurting on Screamers. I can say, hey, fuck Chelsea.
You are fucking cursed?
It's the damn tequila shots.
Harpies have officially hate-fucked a kickball game.
Well, made someone go into fuck mode. Yes.
Yeah,
so take the thread, Stacy. They're going to win by over 10. Now, making them go into hate fuck mode.
I am so proud.
Fuck. Wow. I am stunned right now. I don't know.
All has gone into my head. Thank you, Grant.
Because they're calling the commemorative hate fuck of the week award.
No, yes. That and just the fact that he said hate fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's blowing my mind.
This is more like let's
give him another.
No more shots.
Shit.
No mas.
Shit.
No mas.
Because I'm a shill, I'm going Corksuckers. Ben.
I think kind of the same, but I think the Corksuckers are going to love fuck Screamers and still win.
Okay.
By how much? Well, what's love?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we need the spread.
Yeah, we need the spread. Chris, what's the spread on this game?
1.
Okay. 1.
That's a love victory. And then I sound confident in my pick.
Megan.
Which game?
The Corksuckers versus Screamers.
3.
3. Okay, cool.
11.
Wow.
When I say hate fuck, I'm not bullshitting you.
Hate fucking around.
Yep.
I'm going to say Corksuckers by 7.
I like
Man, I get the hammer here by going last, and I still didn't. I'll say Corksuckers by 2.
Okay.
Any team that scores 42 deserves some kind of benefit of a doubt. I don't know.
Law of averages, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe they used up all their runs for the season. I don't know.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's science.
Holcomb Wright, 5 p.m. Chalmers's versus Where's My Pitches? We all have Chalmers's, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The true question is over under 8.5 for Where's My Pitches?
Over.
Runs?
No. People.
Players.
Players.
Oh.
Players.
Yeah, we'll say over.
Okay.
Over, yeah.
Okay, 9.5. Oh. 9.5.
I'll still take the over.
Okay.
Actually, let's make this the third bet in the moral victory. let's set it again. Let's set it again at well, no, you're right. 9.5. I'll take the over. Yeah.
Okay. Coog.
What is this?
Coog. What do you got?
Oh, sorry. I got
9.5.
Don't ask questions, just drink.
What's 9.5?
The number of people Where's My Pitches will have.
Under.
Okay. Megan?
Over.
I'm taking under. Chris?
I'll take the over.
Okay. All right. Holcomb Right, 7 p.m. Liberty Hall versus Rats, which you guys fucking rejected as a pick'em game.
Because it's not going to be a game.
Who's going to win?
The Rats have shown a lot better.
Okay.
Rats. This is going to be Rats.
Okay, Megan?
I think Rats, Liberty Hall will have the most fun, but Rats will win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Rats, yeah.
Okay.
I hope Liberty Hall wins.
Hobbs, 6:30. Double meat versus
Yeah. That was good. Did you practice that?
No.
That was really good.
Really good.
I'm just really drunk.
Where's your way of saying goes?
Yeah, it's got to be the Ghosts. After the big spread last week, I think they're probably going to try to kick the lights out.
Same. I have Ghosts. Cool.
I'll say it Ben's way.
Ghosts! No, boo. Megan.
I'm drunk, okay? Leave me alone.
He is.
What is this? I don't like it.
By process of elimination, I have Ghosts.
Okay, Chris?
Ghosts as well.
Okay.
We're going with the team with the cooler jerseys because double meat.
I love double meat. Ghosts are going to take this.
All right. Hobbs. Undercard for Game of the Week. 8 p.m. Not 7. 8 p.m. Red Line versus Poshwash. Provided Red Line has a legal lineup this week, Red Line should win this game, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be closer. I'll say Red Line by 5.
Chris?
Red Line by 5.
I'm going Red Line all day.
Yeah. Megan?
Red Line.
Ben?
Me.
Oh, wait. Ben said me against.
Yeah. No, he said me.
Against?
Against.
Hobbs. Game of the Week, 9:30. Remember, it's not 9 o'clock. It's 9:30 this week. And next week as well. But 9:30 at Hobbs. Goats versus Reboot. Chris.
I'm going to go with Reboot.
Ooh, wow, okay.
Yeah. Give me that look.
Megan.
I'm actually going for the Goats.
Okay.
I think this is going to be closer than a lot of people think, only because Reboot has a lot of baseball players on their team now.
Okay.
They're really good defensively. It's the offensive part that I don't know if they can handle quite yet. So that's why I'm going for Goats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chris, I don't know if that Mountaineer got to your head up there in Boise.
A little bit.
Oh, I think that's why you make a silly prediction. No, it's weak Goats.
It's because he hasn't watched any teams this year. That's why.
No, I think he's silly. No.
Okay.
Mountaineer. Anyways, I'm gonna go Goats. Goats by 7. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, if it's anything under 10, it would be a win for Reboot. So
yeah,
Goats are gonna win this game. Ben.
Yeah, I guess that's the great question, isn't it? It's because the Goats have really piled on against teams this year. And are they going to be willing to do it when everybody else is watching and instantly call them on running it up?
Yeah, no, they have really great players.
Yeah, no. Here's what I'm thinking. Like, Reboot does have really talented people on their team, and for a team that has 12 years of experience, 9 of which is Thomas, they've done really well. But you get under those lights and there's people there. Yeah. Sometimes just not going to happen. And the entire Goats team has been there, done that. Yeah. I feel like this could be a 15 to 20 run game.
What if we slip Avery something?
Yes, let's do that.
I'm neither confirming nor denying that I would do such a thing, but just in the case that we would.
Watch your back.
Oh my goodness.
Let's make this a separate bet. I'll say.
What the fuck? Are you messing with someone's livelihood?
No. Livelihood.
He's
Not with
totally
Megan.
safe.
No, I'm not.
Safe and sound.
I'm going to say that the goats are going to win this by 10 plus. And if you want to hit me up for this one, I'll bet this as well.
No,
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Also, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-888-BETS-OFF.
And if you want to
have a gambling problem, get a hold of Ben.
Yeah, if you have a gambling problem, before you call 1-888-BETS-OFF, call 1-888-BETS-ON.
Are you the sponsor of 1-888-BETS-ON there, Ben?
Holy crap.
Yeah, you are.
I think that is it for this week. So, thank you once again to Rick and the Jazz House, 926 and a half Massachusetts. Thank you for letting us come here and talk a whole bunch of shit on kickballers.
And for giving us Rumpleman shots.
That too.
I didn't get a Rumplemans.
Also, thank you to our this week's sponsor, which is Cork and Barrel, 2 easy-to-reach locations, 2000 West 23rd Street, 901 Mississippi Street, $1 off 6-pack of cans of Boulevard beer, $2 off 12 packs of cans of Boulevard beer, corkbarrel.com. Also, follow them on Twitter and Instagram to @CorkBarrel. They have weekly drink specials for KVKL people. So, enjoy that. It's great. It's awesome. Holy shit.
And if you don't bet me on the moral victory parlay, still buy some lottery tickets.
Exactly. Yes, buy lottery tickets or buy Kick the Drone tickets from Nick. All the proceeds, or half the proceeds, help this year's
Society. Yes.
CJ, I would say this podcast is going on the rails, but it would have had to been on the rails to start.
Yeah.
Here's
Nick Lerner.
The pot is up to $159 right now. Ooh. Growing.
Okay.
Come find me and buy tickets, and the drone is moving in every week until someone smashes the fuck out of it.
And it's up to the 3rd inning? You can buy tickets?
You can buy tickets up to the 3rd inning.
Oh, 4th inning.
You'll get picked in the 4th inning.
Derek, if you wait like 10 weeks, holy shit, you could totally pop fly out that shit.
The longer this goes on, the bigger the pot, and the better the money for the puppies and kitties.
Yes, buy tickets every week in order to have a chance to win.
$1, guys. $1.
$1. Yeah. Holy crap.
Better yet, bet me. I'll end up buying the tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll even put your name on them.
Yeah. So okay, wait. Never mind. For Chris Marshall.
Hello, thank you. What's up?
Megan Hallman, a.k.a. Lady Hallman.
Hey.
Jason Kruger Hall.
Someone take this booze drink away from me, please.
No!
Ben Hutnick.
Traveling through the Alaskan pipeline.
Damn it, Alaskan pipeline.
I am CJ Cobra Kai. Thank you for listening, everybody. See you next week. Woo!
Even if it's not, it feels like it.
I did try it. I don't like it. It tastes like water.
Okay. I got the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's so great. That makes it even better.
It's really
I promise you.
sober up, buddy. Drink your blue water.
Thank you for coming, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for sitting in, Megan. Still too pretty for radio.